Hello and welcome to Chess with Simon. I'm Simon. Right, let's look at these correspondence games. This game with Ian absolutely terrifies me, but it's very hard to escape the conclusion I need to capture on b2 because I don't know what else to do. My king looks really exposed in the centre of the board, but there's no obvious action I can take to defend it except for bishop e7, and I don't really like that. I mean, I think can't white play... White could even play Queen G7 and tried to repeat, although I don't think Ian would. And I'm not sure if I'd accept a draw in this position. It's so complicated, it's hard to know. I suspect black's slightly better after taking on b2, but I don't know. But we're going to find out. So the knight on c3 is hanging, and when it moves, the rook in the corner might hang. I'm just going to show you one variation. This, you've got to check what happens after the bishop sacrifice. Oh no. Let's do it on analysis mode. You take here, after the bishop sacrifice, which of course is tempting. There's a lot of things you can do, but one thing is you just take the knight, and then when the bishop moves with check. Well, as it happens here, you've got to take... Ooh, that's quite interesting. Maybe it's more dangerous than I thought. My point was, when the bishop moves, you can just take the rook at the back. Do we care about this? Oh, we'll be all right. Well, we've got more material, haven't we? We've got a whole piece. I think the king can go and hide in the corner. I'm not too worried about all this. I'm taking this pawn. Is it poisoned? We're going to find out. We're going to find out. I mean, I've got my worries here. Chess is stress. Here we're going to play Queen E2. And I've got a plan that's cunning and subtle, and I'm not going to tell my opponent. Isn't that terrible? Here we're going to work out which rook to take with, and we're going to take with this rook because I think the other rook's got more jobs to do. Is this position winning for white? It's getting there, isn't it? Might not be there yet. Next move, f4, to protect that pawn. Maybe black will play f4. Well, it is what it is. Okay, this is the one with Nick, isn't it? And I think what we agreed was, we'd take that knight, white would take back, we'd play knight here, be takes, and then there's a lot of holes in white's position, and certainly white can't just take the pawn. Well, white could just take the pawn. White could do that. You know, it's material equality, isn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 fractured pawns. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 8. Yeah, I think actually white's slightly better. Don't tell Nick. But what else am I going to do? I mean, nothing else. There's nothing else. At this point, I'm committed to a slightly badly thought through strategy. Oh gosh. He sees it all. He sees it all and more. Okay, well that's all for tomorrow. Because we don't want to rush these things. Because then we'll have rushed them. This is an original move by Tom. So I haven't really given this a massive amount of thought. But probably unpinning the pawn is a good idea. Putting the rook on a... You know, I mean, preparing e5. Discuss. I recognise this position. It's the Queen's Gambit declined, isn't it? Don't know. Knight c3. Bishop g5. I mean, so many moves, so little time. Okay, here I think this knight move is obligatory. The point is if black takes back, we can protect the pawn, and if black takes there, you take on c7. It's a good move, isn't it? This one, you take this way. This is standard stuff, right? Standard stuff, but I think we gained a tempo or two somewhere. Oh gosh, so this pawn break took place. Shouldn't really have been allowed this pawn break. But the point, I think the point here is if you do this, if you just take, you know, everything, then I think white has this, which wins the pawn back. And You could argue why it's even better here. So maybe we don't take everything. What if we push? That's a good move, isn't it? We can push. Do we get forked? It doesn't matter if we get forked because we take that. We might get forked. We might get forked, mightn't we? Well, so let's have a look at what happens if we get forked. So we push there. We take. White takes back. We go there. Takes. I think we push. My instinct is that we push. Close it slightly. And then if the knight runs, we can win this then, can't we? And it's better. It's just better. Because look, I think this is the point. The knight runs, say there, then you go take, and that's clean. And if the knight doesn't run, you know, if this happens, take. This is probably the best version for. Maybe we keep the bishop though. Keep the bishop, something like this. I don't know. This. Yeah, I think so. Well, okay. I've actually got some misgivings about this. Should we come back to it? I've got some misgivings. Liam's taken, we take back. This again. Okay, here. White has a slightly better pawn structure. I'm a little bit disappointed about that. I think I can probably hold the draw. This one. This is Gary. The theory's just going on and on here. It's a theory fest. Apparently, bishop d2 is a better move, although bishop b2 is so natural. You've got to develop, so we've got to defend the knight, and probably if it's on b2, it's a bit subject to being pinned. Okay, that's a nice game, quite solid. Oh no, this again. This, okay, taken, so we just take back. And we believe all of this, do we? Yeah, because what you can't do is take with the bishop, take there, you pin the queen. So, we'll be alright, won't we? Be alright? Oh. Nick. This is the Grunfeld. So the question is whether you play c5. I always think this. Well, maybe you castle. You either castle or play c5. Oh, I really wants to play. Well, I don't want to take on c4. I don't know. Why don't we castle? Oh, because the problem is takes, picks up the pawn. Although, well, yeah. I've just seen someone comment. I've just seen Andy Robertshaw comment on my maths video, and I want to know what he says. So we'll get on with this, shall we? c5 looks like the right move to me. Yeah, very funny. Okay, this is my game against Justin. He's really good at chess, Justin. Should we play this? He's got me into the line of the Sicilian I didn't want to get into. This is fine, right? Your e4 is not a problem because you just play knight g5 and you win it. Yeah, it's not a... But look, d3 has good stats. Oh, come on, we'll play knight f3. Knight f3. Yeah. Okay. Looks like another Smith Morra from this chap from Russia. Well, let's see if it is. We're not afraid of the Smith Morra, are we? We're playing the world's leading expert. So, what's this? A queen? Oh, this is just what I just played. Is that everybody? It looks like it's everybody. Could it be everybody? Isn't there? Is Nigel played? Hang on. What's games? Playing. Well, it looks like we're up to date, party people. The only one to wrestle with is this one that's bothering me. Can I leave it for a day? I've got 1 day and 7 hours. A bit dangerous, isn't it? I'm just worried about this. I'm worried about D5, to be honest. Nah. Alright, well, maybe my opponent's not watching. Okay, thank you. That was fun. Okay, so we're going to look at my games. This is in the tournament I'm playing. Show the world your chess skill. 240 of the world's best chess players. So here's a game. Knight c3, d5, knight f3. I played e5, which I believe is the Reti opening reverse Mexican defense. My opponent took the pawn. I'm going to play d4. Now, I think if you got any free time, think about the ramifications of that. What would you play as white after d4? I've never seen this position before. It's entirely unique. Anything could happen. So, pops xd. Good luck. It's good to be playing. Slightly not the most cheerful profile picture the world has ever known, but never mind. From, is this Iran? It's India. It's India, isn't it? I think it's India. Yeah. All right. Good to see you all. And I'll see you all tomorrow. Well, I might not see all of you tomorrow, but I'll see some of you tomorrow. Okay.